Welcome to another edition of Wings Weekly. Jay Klein Connect here, along with head coach Scott Langer, of course. Well, Coach, another quick recap of the one game on the weekend. Wings home opener in front of 1,509 fans here at the ODI Center. Had a game that, against Brookings, of course, had a game that featured Bendorf starting the scoring off again. Belial, Sladek, Rocco added to the score. Rocco's was shorthanded, and Strada had 2 goals on the night. Another strong performance by Vernon as well. This game could have been a little bit of a trap, but the boys played well and definitely were ready. What was your message to them pregame, and what do you take away from the night?
Well, I mean, I think the big thing is for a lot of the new guys that don't understand the division that, it's any team can be beat on any night by anyone in this division. So you can't really take a night off. And I wanted to have a good start, and I thought our guys did a great job coming right out of the gates and kind of putting them on their heels early and taking that confidence they might have had away.
Yeah. Well, and a few turnovers in the D zone, but definitely some improvement there. Was that something that you guys did or more about execution?
Well, we've been working hard on it. It's an area that we have to really get better at. And, if you're not sound defensively, you're not going to go that far. So, we're going to continue working at it. I thought, for the most part, our guys were a lot better. We were able to get our sticks on quite a few, more plays that were trying to happen in the danger area of the ice. So, it's a growing process for sure. I mean, we won the game and it was great to get the 2 points, but I think, we also learned we have a long way to go to get where we need to be.
Okay. Well, along that same line, really, the specialty teams, again, strong. Definite improvement with the power play going 2 of 3, and the PK also 2 of 3, and then, as I mentioned, a shorthanded goal. Again, is that execution or stuff that you guys are making some changes to, some tweaks?
No, I think our guys are just growing in those areas, especially teams. We talked about it before. It's just a process of development. Mm-hmm. It's a very tough part of the game, and it obviously most of the time it dictates the outcome of the game. So, we're putting a lot of time into it, but I think our guys are really starting to grasp some of the concepts. It's on that special, that shorthanded goal with Rocco. I mean, he has that ability to do stuff like that with the amount of speed and the way he turns pucks over. It was just an amount of time, and it's being in the right spot, at the right time. And same thing with the power play. And, it's right out of the gate in the showcase, we struggled. But those guys have been working extremely hard. Coach Hill's been doing a great job with it. And I think you've seen in the last few games, the execution is there.
Absolutely. Well, later on in the year, a night off might be a little bit more welcome. As you mentioned, a growth process right now. At this point in the season, is a night off, like Saturday was, a blessing or a curse?
Well, I think it's a perfect time. We've been going almost every day since the training camp started. So it was a good day. It's a good day to rest and have some body maintenance and just kind of get ready for a tough team in Minot.
Yeah. Well, I'm hearing that Weigel is set to come off IR and will, without any unforeseen circumstances, be ready for the lineup as soon as Saturday night, from what I gather. What does it mean to have a guy like Dalton back?
Well, if we're fortunate enough to have him back, he's still in the day-to-day area. So, he makes us a lot deeper. Before Timmy Mikowski came back, it was Dalton Weigel playing around 40 minutes a game in every situation possible. We were basically running him into the ground. That's because we have such a young D-core, and Weigel's a savvy vet that can play those minutes. So it's, now that you have 2 guys in Tim Mikowski and Dalton Weigel that, can be veterans and leaders back there, I think it makes us a lot deeper.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you mentioned it, Coach, a tough team in Minot coming up this weekend. The 5-2 Wings taking on the 6-2 Minotauros this coming weekend here at the ODI Center. Minot's been scoring goals in wholesale fashion as of late. What have you seen from Minot, and what do the Wings have to do to beat them?
They're a deep team. Coach Murray did a great job of putting that team together. I think they have 4 lines that can really get after it. Their goaltending's been great. I mean, they're not giving a whole lot of goals up either. They may be scoring a lot, but they're not giving a whole lot up. So, it's going to take a great effort. They're obviously the top team right now in the division, and we're just going to do what we got to do, play Wings hockey, and we'll see how it plays out Friday and Saturday.
Absolutely. Well, we've got a little information for you folks about the game coming up Friday and Saturday here at the Odie. We'll get to that as we close out the show. But, Coach, I won't keep you any longer. I've got a couple of players that will be joining us here shortly. But, again, thank you for taking some time to talk to us here on Wings Weekly.
Thank you.
We'll be back with the second portion of Wings Weekly after this.
Let's make a taco. No, seriously. Start with a tortilla, soft tortilla. Warm it, kiss it. Don't kiss it. Chicken? How about tequila lime chicken? Now we're cooking. Slice this, peel that, snip those. Salsa? Verde. Cheese? Cotija. Oh, forgot to mention. Guac. That's better. See, anyone can make a taco, but we're not anyone. We're Qdoba, and these are knockout tacos. Qdoba Mexican Eats. Choose flavor.
Welcome back to Wings Weekly. Jay Klein Connect here, and as promised, a couple of Wings players joining me. Joey Strada of Scottsdale, Arizona, and Thomas Rocco of Midlothian, Virginia. Boys, thanks for taking some time to join us here on the show.
Yeah, of course.
Joey, I got news that you have been named the Central Division Star of the Week. So that's pretty cool. Pretty good honor. It's not the first time for you, but a strong weekend, or night, Friday night.
Thank you.
What did you guys take away from Friday night's game? I mean, how did it feel? You feel like things are cleaning up nicely, and how did you guys feel about the way the team played as a whole?
Yeah, I think we had a good game. We're getting our systems down and PK and power play and everything, and we just had to leave it all out there on Friday because no Saturday game.
Thomas, you come up with a big shorthanded goal and playing in front of 1,509 fans here at the Odie for the home opener. What were your thoughts and takeaways, I guess, from Friday night?
I think we played well, obviously. Like Joe said, special teams really coming together. And it's just unreal playing here. It's a good atmosphere, and I just love it, honestly.
Right on. Well, of course, Joey's a 3-year vet and has been on this show on many occasions. But obviously, fans haven't got a chance to know you very much, Thomas. Tell us a little about you and about your hometown, about your family, and so on, and how Aberdeen's treating you so far.
I'm from Midlothian, Virginia, like you said. It's a pretty big town compared to here. I mean, a lot of people. I have one brother, mom, dad, obviously, and my brother's 21. He goes to Penn State. And compared here, I mean, I like it here. It's I like the small town feel. Everybody treats you like a pro pretty much. And it's just a really tight community, I guess. I really like it.
Awesome. Well, glad to hear it. Joey, as I mentioned, fans know a little about you, but maybe for some that haven't caught the show before or something, tell us a little bit. You're, of course, from Scottsdale, Arizona. Totally different climate and environment than Aberdeen. Mm-hmm. But tell us about your family and about home.
I have a little brother that's in 8th grade. I have a little sister that's a senior in high school. Mom, dad. I have an older stepbrother. That's really it. I have a dog. I have a dog named Juke. He's a cool dog. I've lived. I've moved houses like 12 times, so that's a fact. I've lived in Arizona my whole life, but it's different here in Aberdeen. But it's my 3rd year here, and I'm getting used to it. I love it here.
How about the winters? Is that something that took you a while to get used to? And are you looking forward to this one?
Oh no, I'm not at all. My whole closet here in Aberdeen is just jackets and flannels and pants. It's a lot different than how I dress in Arizona.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
It's funny that you bring up the dog because until Jack Kelly, I think, was the first one to bring it up to me last year, talking about how he missed his dogs.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm a dog lover. And I guess it never really occurred to me that you guys are away from your pets too. Mm-hmm. Both of you guys actually see the ice really well. And Joey, of course, led the team in assists last year, and I think Coley's got 7. You've got 6 already this year. How do you see the ice so well? What makes you a playmaker?
Just growing up, my dad always told me to keep my head up because obviously I'm smaller, so I got to keep my head up to avoid hits and put myself in like a safe area. So I don't know. I just feel like every time I get the puck, I just think pass first, and I always have my head up. And I don't know. I was born, I guess, to see the ice well. I'm not sure. I don't know. It just happens.
Right on. Thomas, you have it seems to me anyway, that you have a very good vision of the ice as well. What do you say, like, I guess, is an attribute, or what helps you be able to see the play as it's developing?
I don't really know, to be honest. It's just
Instinct?
Yeah, I guess it's just instinct. I mean, just got to know where your teammates are going. You have good chemistry with your line. And that's just a big component, I guess.
Right on. Well, how about your favorite aspect of the game? I mean, some guys actually love the penalty kill. They love the frantic nature of it or whatever, the power play. Well, what is there an aspect of the game particularly that's your favorite?
Offense in general.
Just in general.
And I really like killing. I think it's fun, to be honest. Blocking shots, a lot of good energy. And, like, you're not really expected to score anything. So when you do score, it's really crazy. And, it's just fun, I think.
How about you, Joe?
I like the offensive aspect of it. I mean, I like scoring goals. I like getting the fans pumped, and I like making plays with my teammates. But you got to be good. You got to be good everywhere to compete in this league. So, but the offense is obviously fun.
Well, just because you got to be good at it all and got to put your best effort forward doesn't mean you can't have a favorite, though, right?
Yeah, so. Of course.
Right on. What do you guys like to do in your downtime when you're away from the rink, just hanging out at home, whether it be in your actual homes or in your billet homes, whatever? What's your favorite thing to do?
I like listening to music, maybe making some music. Fortnite, Xbox, obviously, watching movies, just taking it easy at home because we come to the rink and we grind every day. So. Yeah, just
relax while you can.
Yeah.
Thomas?
Pretty much the same. Just Xbox, naps, hang with some of the boys, play golf sometimes. Food. Pretty much.
Naps.
Pretty much it, honestly.
Food and naps are like my favorite things in the world.
Yeah.
Golf, huh? How? Are you a good golfer?
Oh no, I'm awful.
Who's the best golfer on the team?
Oh, Vernie's pretty good. Sokoli's really good. Those are the only two. I've golfed with Belial and them two, and then Krapinski, Pokey, and Morgan, and we're all pretty bad except for those two, and Belial's pretty good too. But for sure, Sokoli and Vernie are probably the best.
I don't see Sokoli as a golfer for some reason. I don't know why, but
just an athlete.
Yeah, just a natural athlete for sure. What NHL player do you think your style of play is most similar to?
Strada thinks I play like Teravainen.
Teravainen, Carolina.
Yeah, but I don't know. I like to compare myself to like Taylor Hall or something, but he's really big and he hits a lot. I don't really hit that much, but I don't know.
Joey?
I'd say Patrick Kane or Johnny Gaudreau because he's a small guy and they're both playmakers. They both see the ice very well, and they're both lefties, like I am too. So, but I just play my game, but I like to style it a little bit after those guys.
Right on.
Yeah.
Very cool. How about an event? Any event that you could go to, whether it's Game 7 of the World Series, Super Bowl, whatever. If you had to pick one that you could attend, what would it be?
Probably a Game 7 Stanley Cup Final in Chicago against the Pittsburgh Penguins. That's game over. Like, that'd be the dream, I'd say.
That's the mic drop, huh?
Mine would be a Game 7. It would be, I don't know, probably in Philly just because I'm from Philly. And I grew up there, so it'd be crazy to see them in a Game 7 against a good team. I don't know.
Yeah, amazing atmosphere.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, another kind of just what would you do kind of question or whatever. How about a time in history? Like if you could go back and visit a time in history, or maybe even forward to the future, what's it gonna? I got a feeling Strada's a future kind of guy, but where would you go? What would you do?
Wow, that's a tough one.
I'm here, man. I'm here to make you think.
I mean, I would want to go back in time, but like, I don't know. It was pretty rough. It was pretty rough back then, but I don't know. I'd probably go future. I'd say like 200 years from now, 300 years from now, just to see if
there's flying cars yet.
Yeah, flying cars. If we're living on a different planet, or like I don't know, something like that. That'd be pretty cool.
How about you, Thomas?
I don't know. I'd probably go back to like the 80s or something. I don't know. Just to be cool to grow up back then, I think. Or like, I don't know.
Not the 40s.
The 80s.
No, not just like maybe 90s, 80s, something like that. I don't know.
Well, as someone who lived through that time frame, I can tell you it was awesome.
Yeah, that.
You're right, though. I mean, you think back to the 1800s or something. That's like, man, even if it was just visiting, that's a tough trip. All right, back to the serious stuff. Minot comes to town Friday and Saturday here at the ODI Center, and as I talked to Coach about, of course, they're 6-2. Split the weekend with Bismarck this last weekend, but they've been playing tough. They're not allowing a lot of goals, and they're scoring a bunch. And that goes back through the showcase. And, of course, weekend sweep last weekend of Brookings 13-zip on the weekend. They've got a lot of confidence right now, and they're skating tough. What do you guys got to do to prepare yourselves as a team, as players, for a team like Minot that is going to come in here with some swagger?
We just got to do what we do best. I mean, we got to have a good week of practice. Prepare well, learn their systems, I guess, and learn how to counter it, I guess, and just go into the games ready, I guess, just prepared.
Yeah.
Minot's obvious. They've always been good since the past 3 years. They've always been a tough team, and they're always good games every time we play against them. So I think we know how we need to play. We've played like that before, and forecheck, back check, everything, just breakouts. We just need to execute everything and play Wingsway hockey, and we'll get the dubs this weekend. But we got to show up to play.
Yeah. Well, like I said, they're gonna come in with a lot of confidence too. So, like you said, it's gonna all come down to effort and execution, I would think. So, well, anyway, Friday, October 12th, Wings and Minot, Free Kids Friday. Kids 12 and under will receive free admission to the game with the purchase of an adult ticket at the door. All PC or Presentation College students will receive free admission to the game courtesy of Presentation College. Saturday, October 13th, Wings versus Minot once again. College night. Show a valid college ID at the door and receive $2 off admission again at the door. $10 general admission tickets are on sale at any of the 4C Express locations here in Aberdeen with additional purchase. $15 Stutzman Harley-Davidson party porch stools are available. You can call Eric at 605-380-5852, and season tickets are still available. Call Aaron at 605-380-5852. Doors open for all Wings home games at 5:30, and the puck always drops at 7:15. For the latest news and information, visit AberdeenWings.com or follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, and on Instagram. Well, boys, I appreciate you taking some time out of your day to join us and get to know, let the fans, I guess, get to know you guys a little bit. Joey Strada, Thomas Rocco, once again, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
All right, folks, that's pretty much going to wrap up this week's Wings Weekly.